Hello and welcome to another Wednesday on the Den. My name is Aaron and I'm coming to you from Manchester, England. And of course it is now December, which therefore means it's Christmas! Yay. So the Christmas jumper is on, the Christmas tree is up. As you can see, I have gone for a lovely red and white theme this year on my Christmas tree. I quite like it. There's also Pascal at the top of the tree guarding everything. It's amazing. But enough about Christmas. This week is our Q&A week once again. And this time, I put a status out on Facebook. So Charles Cole asked, when are you going to visit Chicago, Illinois? Well, I've always wanted to visit Chicago. I don't know why, I just really have. I nearly visited Chicago, but just only to go through an airport on my way to somewhere else. But yes, I do need to do it in the future. Jacobius Trinder, or Jack, when did you realise that you were gay and liked bears? Now, I think I knew from a young age that I was gay, but I kind of did the whole denying it for a while. And the liking bears, well, I always knew that I kind of liked stockier, hairier guys. I didn't realise what a bear was until, as I have previously talked about, I came across a TV show with Stephen Fry on, and he talked about big hairy gay men and that they were called bears, and I was like, ooh, this sounds interesting. How did you come out to your parents? I came out to my mum first, and that was me writing a letter to her. My dad, that was an argument. We had a huge argument and I ended it with, by the way, I'm fucking gay, and stormed out. Do you want to build a snowman?
Yes, and then we can go walking in the air.
Daniel Sean Martin says, when did you lose your virginity and how old was he? I was, I think, 18? And he was in his 30s. So the next question is, what did you think of the Star Wars trailer? And this has been asked by Benjamin Rudolph Lewitt the Fourth. So Benjamin, YouTube. I'm looking forward to it. David Hurd, if you could change one thing about the world we live in, what would it be and why? Let's go geeky. I wish that teleporters had already been invented so it made travelling and seeing people more easyful. Daniel Sean Martin again says, do you like Where the Bears Are on YouTube? I have only watched the first season or series or whatever you want to call of Where the Bears Are. It's really just a long episode that has been, you know, cut up into little bits. I did really quite enjoy it. Bernard McKibben, Bernard, I can't say your last name, I'm sorry. What's your least favourite Disney movie and Disney character? So my least favourite Disney movie has to be The Three Caballeros, because it is just shockingly horrible. And my least favourite Disney character is Duffy, the bear of social whoredom. No, he's probably not the bear of social whoredom, that's me. Do you feel that some areas of the bear community are elitist, where people who don't look a certain way, myself with a smaller frame for example, as in Darren has a smaller frame, are not welcomed? Yes. There are some elitist parts of the bear community, and I wouldn't say so much elitist, but people who just feel like you have to be a certain way and a certain thing, and you know, the bear community was driven out of something where you were meant to welcome everyone and all be together and be part of a greater, bigger good. And it was meant to go against this whole, like, cliquey, gay stereotypeness. And some people have taken it too far and go, no, you have to be this body, da-da-da-da-da-da. If you don't match up, then you're not allowed to be part of the club. And that's not really what it's all about. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Assuming a spherical woodchuck in a vacuum, about 42.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I suppose it depends on whether you are talking about African or European woodchucks.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
None. A woodchuck is actually a groundhog, so it would probably just predict 2 more weeks of winter.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Don't you have anything better to do?
Well, that's just rude, sorry. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
I imagine that groundhogs would prefer a different question for a change.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck would chuck as much as a woodchuck could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, Aaron.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Assuming a spherical woodchuck in a vacuum, about 42.
I think we've got back to the beginning again. I'll leave Siri alone. Jacob Trinder, or Jake, or Jack. Here's another one. When are you coming to visit us? Well, you know, things keep going astray and wrong and you get ill and... Let's meet halfway. I don't know. When are you free, Jack? And why aren't you called Jack anymore on the Facebooks? Do you have a copy of Fly Fishing by J.R. Hartley? No. How big is practically too big without poppers? I'm not sure yet because I don't really measure it, I just kind of go with it. What is the airspeed velocity of the unladen swallow?
Interesting question, Aaron.
Supposedly it's an interesting question, but there is no answer. What do you love and hate about Manchester? I love that there is such a diversity in this city and that there's so much to do, but at the same time there's sometimes too much to do and too many things to see, and things are sometimes a little bit too spread out. But the thing that I really hate the most is how much parking costs. Where did I put my keys? Have you looked in your fridge, Mr. Christopher Atkinson? How was your day? My day has been lovely. Thank you for asking, although I woke up late. Will our name show up on the Den? Mike Millick, yes they will. Who is your celebrity crush? Kevin James, is it? Kevin James. I think it's Kevin James. I like him, yeah. I quite like Stan from Family Guy. Is that weird? When are you going to visit Hawaii? Well, I do need to visit because I need to find Lilo and Stitch in real life. Let's go next 5 years. We have been Facebook friends and you've met me in person. What are your thoughts of me, says Jamie Wolfe. I think you're fabulous. How does it feel being as liked, wanted, followed or desired as you are? And do you think it interferes with your life? I don't think it interferes with my life. I do think, you know, it's quite nice to have appreciation. I don't always feel it's deserved. But, you know, it's nice that people are interested in what I do and say and stuff. But mostly, I'm just a social person that likes to talk to people. I don't really see it as people desiring me. I mean, I understand that some people find me good looking, but I personally myself don't see that I'm a good looking person. But, you know, I understand that each person has their own preference, and the reason why I do things like these videos and put myself out there is so that I can gain more personal confidence in myself. Daniel Joshua Pritchard asks, why do good guys finish last? I believe that the good guys finish last because then when the good stuff comes along after all of the shit, it feels so much better. What time is it, Mr. Wolf? It is 9:04 on Tuesday evening. Ian Fielding, if you had to lead a double life, what would your other self be doing? Well, my other self can be doing my job and over the things that I have to do, and I will go and lead an adventurous life going to Disney all the time. Augie Cabrera, what's the difference between American bear events and ones hosted in Europe that you've been to? American versus European bear cultures and some of the similarities and differences between the two. Where in the US would you move to when the time presents itself? And can I say, hi Augie! Hi Augie! Lol, thank you! So hi Augie. Yeah, the difference between American bear events and the ones hosted in Europe. I've only been to one American bear event, really. And yeah, that was very pool based and drinking in the pool. We don't have pool parties in the UK, we're very cold. To have a pool party here, we have to rent out a pool, which is generally a public pool, which you can't have alcohol in, you can't have naughty things happen in there and whatever else. The UK bear events are very social based. From what I understand, really, of the American bear events, they're more sex based. I don't know if I totally agree with that. Some people see the English bear events as very sex based, but you know what? A bear event is what you make of it, and I think every single bear event has its similarities, they have their differences, and each one has its own unique thing that makes that one special. UK versus American bear cultures. The American bears seem to be a lot more fixated on stats, and you have to be in this body category, this weight, this height, this age, and it's not so much so in the UK. Jason Baines, again, have you got one tit bigger than the other? I don't know. I think they look the same. When lightning hits the ocean, why don't all the fish die? Because the lightning disperses amongst all of the water, and there would have to be a fucking humongous amount of lightning. If you had no choice, how many days do you think you could abstain from sex or masturbation? About 5 seconds. I don't know. Why? Do these jeans make my ass look big? Yes, they do, Anthony. Jonathan Cox, the first question, the question that must never be answered, hidden in plain sight, Doctor Who, Dr. Aaron James Orshnick Bearness. Ben Jones, why Delilah? Because she is a whore. Which has been your favourite city to live in so far? Edinburgh. I think we already know that, Corey. Randy Davis, can I have $1,000? No, the fuck not. Hunter Van Bruin, when are you coming to Miami/Fort Lauderdale? June. And that's it. I think, maybe. So yeah. Cool. Right. So I hope you all have an awesome rest of your week, guys. I will see you next Wednesday, and love you all.